Thank you so much, Ito Sensei. As he was saying, the year before the last, I somehow had to make a kind of lecture or a kind of speech at Columbia University by mistake. Well, I don't remember what I said, but Ito Sensei said it was very welcomed by the young student, and we, Columbia University, is going to have a kind of this lecture, kind of mission session in Japan. So make some speech at this conference. Audience is not a young student, but fairly old student. rather hesitant, but so I came here finally anyway, reluctantly I came here. Well, anyway, let me speak what we are thinking. Well, most of the foreigners are from America, so I think in America right now, Trump just left Japan this afternoon. But in America right now, it seems that you are busy, kind of soul searching, looking into who you are. That is quite all right, but let me begin by saying something. Pessimist America is not the kind of America the rest of the world wishes for. Bear in mind a self-confidence, even exceedingly self-confident America is what the rest of us across the world cherish. Because in this world of deepening chaos, we still need America leadership. And that's what you should always bear in mind. Sometimes I see visitors coming from the United States who sound highly pessimistic about the current state of U.S. policies, or U.S., let's say, politics. Do I buy this argument? No. And let me tell you why. The moment I closed my eyes, what I saw on the momentous day comes back to me. It was November the 22nd, 1963. I was in a student lounge at Stanford University. We are all stunned, watching the TV news reports that President Kennedy had been killed, assassinated. Over the next several years, I had been in London as a student, Sao Paulo, Brazil as a businessman, and Sierra Leone in Africa as a business again, paying attention at all times to what was going on in the United States. Martin Luther King Jr. was also killed in 1968. So was the same year that Robert Kennedy was also being assassinated. And in the summer of 1971, all of a sudden, President Nixon closed the gold window. I would say that the United States is a been there, done that country, nation. That is why I'm long on America. Shinzo Abe is long on America, too, I think. For me, America is about the key, about the sky, blue sky I looked up to from the campus of the Stanford University. And in America, the sky is still the only limit. Do make America strong again. Make your leadership strong as well. Because a strong America is in the best interest of Japan, just as a strong Japan is the best interest of America. The US and Japan can work out together challenges, common challenges down the road. Between us, trade talks are going on, and we can solve whatever difficulty that lie ahead. After all, America and Japan have together overcome the lots of trade difficulties, trade friction, and so on. Now, such as Japanese car makers produced 3,070,000 cars in the United States. 3 million, not a 30 million, 3 million, which is twice as many as their export to the US. So far, Japanese firms have invested $469 billion in the United States of America. They employed over 860,000 people in the United States. That is not the end. In this batch, a few months ago, Toyota announced that they are going to invest $13 billion in the United States within the next 3 years. More such Japanese companies will follow suit, creating even more jobs. I am confident that the US-Japan economic partnership has only one direction to go. That is north. Let us look beyond our short-term concern, such as trade negotiation, which journalists like to talk about this issue. But take, for example, for GDP, gross domestic product. Is it still a good enough tool to measure our economy? What about the future of our sovereign currencies? Or what should we make of the interplay between the investment and saving? Also, we now have the cryptocurrency or crypto assets. What should be done for us to better deal with crypto? And the list goes on and on and on. To tackle those challenges, we need a few playback to rely on, and who else could make it happen? It is us, Japan and the US, who should face up to those emerging challenges and set standard for our future economy as the most like-minded partners. And it must be you at the CJEB who lead the debate, and this is where applause is due. Let me repeat. The United States and Japan must work not only on the short-term issue, but also, more importantly, on much longer tasks that are everyone concerned. Next, I'm going to walk you through some of the important changes now taking place in Japan. Professor Patrick, as I recall, your book on Japan's main bank system came out in 1995, I think. Already nearly 4 years ago, isn't it? This is amazing. Much has changed since then, especially about the corporate governance. There was a time when the main bank gave governance to corporate Japan. The main bank of the main banks was the IBJ. Do you remember what is the abbreviation of IBJ? Huh? The Industrial Bank of Japan, it was called, which is no longer there, as it is now the part of the Mizuho Bank. If you say IBJ today, the initial now point you to an online dating service company. It's true. I remember the IBJ corporate mascot was Cupid. And the founders of the dating service company are ex-IBJ bankers. It's a true story, you know. Now, the IBJ is gone, and also gone is the governance of the main bank system provided to Japanese companies. Indeed, it is no longer possible for Japanese banks to give a good enough governance because something unique has happened. In Japan,